proud to announce, due to their hard work and assistance they've received from witnesses and other persons that came forward to talk to them, that we were able to make an arrest. We obtained an arrest warrant for Bernard Footman last Thursday, and we took him into custody last Thursday. His charges were for second-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder, 2 counts, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, tampering with evidence. Through this case, our detectives were able to recover several items. We were able to recover shell casings at that scene at that night, vehicle that Footman was driving that night that we found, and we seized then through a search warrant, and were able to recover shell casings in there that matched that. And then later on, after taking him in custody, we were able to recover firearms that night, one of which had ammunition that was matching the same shell casings we found that time. As they went through this investigation, one of the things they found out, although there were some differences here and there, was basically that Footman and some people who were with him got into an argument with another group, which turned into a fight, which one of them battered one of the people that was with Footman that night. And then right after that, according to what we're being told, testimony and things we were able to piece together with other evidence, was that when Footman went and appeared to recover what appeared to be an assault weapon from the truck that we later seized that he was driving, and fired to the crowd. So, like I said, it took a lot of work. Sometimes these cases with limited evidence aren't easy, but our commitment was to the family and to the victim of making sure that we'd be able to resolve this case and bring it to closure for them. I do know that today one family member does want to speak, so I'll ask him if he wants to come up at this time.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Roderick Campbell. I'm Demetrick's father. We're still in limbo right now because, Bernard Footman was our uncle, and we don't, deep down, we don't, well, I don't believe that he did it, but just, they got the evidence, so, we just gonna let it play out in court. We love Demetrick, we love Bernard, so we just gonna let it play out. But I believe that, deep down in my heart, that he didn't do it because I don't want to send an innocent man to prison for something he didn't do. That's all.
You said the man arrested was Demetrick's uncle?
That's my uncle.
So what relationship
To
was the
Demetrick,
man arrested to Demetrick?
his uncle as well.
Great uncle.
Great uncle, yes.
Were they close? I mean,
All of us is close, It was a tragedy, something that I can't explain it,
you don't think he was targeting him?
No, I wouldn't say that, no, because there was no strife between neither one of those, they hung out all the time together, so there was no kind of disagreement between them.
Does your family have any closure right now?
No, we don't, because we don't feel like my uncle did this, because we know he wouldn't do this to us or to himself or to Demetrick. We really don't want the wrong man going to prison and the real killers out there on the street laughing and kicking because my uncle's in prison for something he didn't do.
Streets fear him. That's all it is.
Yeah.
The streets fear my brother. That's all it is. It's easy to get a convicted felon that's already been charged for something like that, of a gun. So now the city, I ain't gonna say who, but the city is totally against him. In the beginning of this, they first suspect was him, off rip, because they know him. They know his mentality he used to have. My brother went to prison for 14 years, came out a totally different person. So now they don't know how to come at him. And whoever feel like he did this, I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
So you think that the city's taking the easy way out?
Yes. Very easy. That's a convicted felon that they can put that on him easily. The people that they know, I ain't gonna say no, that they see and know of them doing that, they don't wanna go at them. These people got so many connects with this drugs and all this that they're going through right now. They got so many people that they know. So they can pay this person, that person to do, go say this. Say Bernard did this, Bernard did that. Of course. What else can they do? That's what they supposed to do. That's their job. But their job ain't right, and in the end, we gonna show you. That's what I got to say.
But what that means essentially is that the real killer in
It's
your
still
eyes,
out there. I ain't gonna say he's still out there. He's in jail
on something else.
on drug charges that the city's going through with them right now.
What's his name?
Javars, something, I don't know his name. I'm not gonna get it in there.
You have anything else you want to say?
No, sir.
Like I say,
Huh?
he was their first suspect in the beginning, cause of his background. That's what I feel. What's your name, brother? My name is Timothy Footman, Bernard Footman, younger brother.
So
Do you have any questions?
did you all get witnesses? It was a witness account that led you to this arrest?
Yes,
Yeah, they got witness from the other side.
yes.
From the same
And,
people
sir.
that's, involved in it.
And the other thing is, in testimony that Mr. Footman gave, also admitted, although he didn't admit to shooting anyone, did admit to shooting that night. And we have other witnesses that said that they did see him shooting towards the crowd.
Basically, I think they're saying that not you, but the agency's taking the easy way out. How do you respond to that?
We followed the evidence, the testimony. We presented that to the state attorney's office, who's been working closely with us. We consulted on the charges. We made these charges. They were presented to a judge. The judge agreed with the probable cause and issued an arrest warrant. And as the way it works in our country, he's not presumed guilty right now. He's only probable cause for this charges to go through. And then it'd be up to the courts then to determine from there.
But you think you have the right guy?
Yes.
Chief, how unusual is it? I mean, we're sitting here with family members and even family members and relatives of the deceased, to be sitting in a room with people who, after you've made an arrest, instead of saying thank you, how wonderful, you've done a great job, are instead piping up and saying, we think you've got the wrong guy, or even the father or uncle of the deceased saying things like, we hope that they've got it wrong.
I think he's the father of the shooter.
Sorry, father.
Well, I mean,
How unusual is this?
well, anytime family's not going, when you're arresting another family member for an incident like this, I can understand they're not going to want to believe that. Any family's not going to believe that. We have to go with what we see as evidence of a case and follow that evidence. And that's what we've done in this case.
You got no concrete evidence, though. Y'all got written voice.
Any other questions?
Is there anything, or are there still loose ends out there that the family has brought up that y'all are still pursuing in the meantime, or is, I know obviously you wouldn't make an arrest without what we consider to have been probable cause, but are any of these loose ends that the family is talking about here, are there still investigations going on that could change things here?
No, the only thing is going on now is some of the evidence we just have recovered recently that's going to the lab for testing.
Do you anticipate that that will only bolster your case?
Yes.
And so Demetrick was not targeted, he just so happened to be the one that was shot?
Well, we don't have enough to say. I mean, basically from what people are saying, he was shot at. So that's why the charges for that. And, well, and sir,
Why would he shoot at his nephew?
well, Mr. Footman had the opportunity to give a statement if that was the case. He chose not to. So,
And you said he confessed?
no, he did not confess.
He confessed to shooting, but not shooting at
He admitted to shooting before, yes.
Do you believe,
Shooting in the air is what he admitted to.
has the award money been given out for other witness who came forward?
No, because these weren't through Crime Stoppers.
Wait, so the Crime Stoppers money has not been awarded?
No.
Can you provide specific details on the evidence that was found, what type of gun, what car?
I don't have exactly what type of firearm it was. I know it was like an AR pistol. It shoots the same round as an AR rifle.
Do you credit the public for helping you arrest the suspect?
Yes, it was people that actually had seen enough to come forward to tell us these things and for us to come to closure in this case.
Do you believe the great uncle and the nephew were on opposing sides of this fight, or do you believe that they were?
There's nothing to say they were on other sides of that fight. No, this was between the suspect and two other people. I know before we end, oh, I'm sorry. You want?
Hi, I'm Inga Gertman. I am Demetrick Brown's aunt. Okay. I don't know specifically who shot him, but whoever shot him, justice will be done. Most definitely be done. And to be honest, Timmy, I think Bull did it. Yeah, it's my thought. Right. But I think with the wild shooting that he got shot.
But listen, they say my brother was shooting a pistol AR-15. He
Mhm.
got shot with a low-powered handgun.
Mhm.
If Mita would have got shot with a gun that they say my brother was shooting, it told me the whole insides out.
So was the AR-15, is that
Man.
the small caliber? Is it considered a small caliber, or does it shoot the same bullets?
You have a low-powered gun. No. AR-15 do not shoot a low-power.
It's a high-powered weapon that shoots
It's
a
a high
smaller
power.
bullet.
It shoots a smaller bullet.
Yes.
So there is a possibility that he could have been shot with the smaller bullet.
Well, the possibility is he could have been shot with a higher-powered weapon.
Oh, now it's a possibility. At the beginning, it wasn't.
So,
It
do you
was a
have
low-power
anything else,
gun.
man?
Now, all of a sudden, it's a high-power gun. Come on, man. Y'all get y'all ducks together, man, because we gonna run
But
it.
like I
We
said,
gonna run it.
and like I told the detective, I don't want to see him go to jail for murder.
It's crazy because we all family.
Ma'am, do
But
you have
everybody,
anything
when
else?
it first went down, everybody want to point the finger at Bernard.
Well, I'm not
Bernard is
pointing.
not born
Ma'am,
anymore.
do you have
He's
anything
Bernard.
else? Because he's.
That's what
I
everybody
know,
fail to
I
realize.
know.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Director Bird.
Charlie Bird, Public Safety Director. The facts of the case that were presented to you today, and it was that our detectives did a lot of hard work on. Despite what you hear, they worked hard on it. They worked around the clock. They did a lot of interviews. They did what they needed to do, and the evidence pointed to this suspect. What the motive was, we don't know, because we have no specific conversations with this suspect. But the fact of the matter is, Bernard had a firearm out there and was firing that firearm, and you heard me say this from the very beginning. If somebody's going to have a firearm, first of all, he shouldn't have had a firearm, period. Second of all, if he's out there and he's got a firearm, why'd he pull it out? That's not the way to go for anything. I don't care if it's celebration. I don't care if it's retaliation. I don't care what it is. You don't pull a gun out and start shooting it, period. Period. He said he shot. Now, with that said, that's where we're at. Okay? That's the bottom line. And our detectives will continue to follow every lead. They will continue to do that whenever it's presented to us, and we will follow up with that. And the bottom line is that right now the evidence points to that person, and that is where we're at. The state attorney agrees with it, the judge agreed with the probable cause. That's where we're at. Okay? It is up to the experts to determine what the low caliber and those kind of things and the injuries. Okay? That's not what we're going to be talking about in this press conference. Are there any questions that I can answer for you?
Yes.
Not you.
I know not me.
If he's proven innocent, then that's where we're at. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Family members, you are still in our thoughts and prayers. You will always be, and we will continue to try to do what we need to do to make this thing come to closure for you. I know it's tough. I know it is. Even for you. I know that. I respect that. That I do respect.
I hate that it happened because that's my nephew.
So thank y'all very much for your time, and the family even coming up here. I appreciate that. That shows you how much both of these guys mean to people. Thank you.